The wonderful Troop in the Colour is over for another year. It's amazing to think, isn't it, who becomes the superstars outside of that particular event. If you haven't seen it online yet, do take a look at it because, of course, despite the fact that the heavens opened, and yes, it was rather tricky to be reporting down there, as it is a little bit today, in fact, here, because now it's got a little windy. This is, of course, later on in the day, but just windy, rainy, and this is summer. As I often say here on the show, so we'll have a quick wave as well. You all right? Morning, nice to see you. Oh, good evening if you're going to bed. Fascinating the way the weather were told. Literally, they said to me, oh no, it's only going to be raining for an hour. It's rained on and off all day. So it's always nice to find a new chum, isn't it, that you can totally relate to. Let me explain. Now we're in Downing Street, of course, we've got the brilliant Larry the Downing Street cat. And for a while we had Gladstone also in the Foreign Office, but sadly he's now gone off to retire. If you're worried about Larry, don't worry, he's still as active and as busy as ever and trying to keep control of the fractious government that we currently have, as one can imagine over here in the United Kingdom. But there are other, aren't there, famous sort of animals that come to fruition that we love to look at and, of course, get very attached to. It's pleasing to let you know, of course, that two of the horses that were in the sort of kerfuffle that happened earlier in April this year as part, of course, of the regiment of the British Army, they featured in, of course, the wonderful Troop in the Colour. A lot of people said, oh no, they shouldn't be. Look, that's what they're trained for. They want to do it. And, of course, their owners give them the utmost care. They're absolutely fabulous. And it's nice to see them up close and back out doing exactly what they thoroughly enjoy. But one little chappie that I was absolutely delighted for, that's now become, shall we say, a big star, all thanks, of course, to being part of the, well, this elite squad. Let me explain. This is the Irish Guards mascot, an Irish wolfhound named Turlough Moore, but is affectionately known as Seamus. And he is led across the square by a scarlet-coated drummer at the Trooping of the Colour. Many people have only discovered Seamus recently, but actually he's been in this role now for 3 years and thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I just wanted to let you know, we are looking, and fingers crossed, we will be having an exclusive chat, yes, with Seamus. Fingers crossed, if he can spare the time, now that he's not become an amazing superstar. But this literally went across the internet and was as popular, not as popular, but dare I say, almost as popular as our beautiful Catherine, the Princess of Wales, return back into public life and duty. And it just goes to show, doesn't it, that really all you need is a wonderful fluffy face, those beautiful eyes, and Seamus has captivated so many people around the world. I wanted to share it with you because I thought he did a terrific job. And when you think about it, under all that pressure, with all those people shouting and screaming, he was the unsung hero and clearly another superstar in the making of the royal fraternity. So let's hear it for Seamus, and fingers crossed we finally get to put paw to hand at some point in the future. Sorry, I've got the giggles and of course the pollen. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.